The 4x400 meter relay, Virginia Tech with the 10-point lead over Duke. North Carolina State third with 75. We were originally scheduled to have 4 heats, but they have condensed it down to just 3. Boston College will slip into the second section.
So a little more traffic in that first heat, but lane 1 is still open. Not too much team impact in this, unless somebody runs extremely fast and puts the pressure on Virginia Tech further on down. Virginia Tech is in the fast heat, which is now heat 3. And they'll be going head-to-head with Duke. Duke should win, and that could potentially tie things. But again, all Virginia Tech needs to do is get the stick around and run faster than the 8th place team. So things look pretty good for a Hokie team victory, but they do have to finish it off. And if you remember from Raleigh,
we've seen some crazy happenings.
Duke tied Florida State in the final event, the 4x4, by winning it. And it was a tie team championship. So I'm sure that's in the back of Sean Wilborn's mind and making Coach Dave Cinelli of Virginia Tech very nervous.
It is the first of 3 time finals in the 4x4. Anna Cleary, Boston College, lane 2. Lydia Troupe, Georgia Tech in 3. Parenchuk of Virginia will be in lane 4. Brianna White, 5 for North Carolina. And then you have Eva Balserio. She is out wide. Notre Dame, lane 6. And as expected, it will be at the break. Brianna White for UNC.
UNC out well. White has what it takes to get it done early. Georgia Tech's going to challenge her. Although she's running a little wide, almost in lane 2. On the back stretch of the second lap. She's got 1 big sweeping turn and 1 straightaway to go before handing off to the second leg. Pulling away for the heels.
Lord Hall is going to be in good position for North Carolina as the exchange is away. Not a real clean one. Georgia Tech holding firm at 2, Notre Dame 3.
Yeah, there was initial bobble on the UNC exchange, but she kept her composure and made sure it got into her hand before taking off. Always a good idea.
55-5 for your leader from North Carolina, Brianna White, now extending the lead very comfortably for the Tar Heels is Hall. Virginia starting to get into the equation with Jada Seaman. We've seen her in a couple of final races today. Seaman powering the Cavaliers all the way into the 2 spot, and she's thinking more on the back straightaway with Hall.
Seaman, a sprinter who can move all the way up to the 400. She's a good-looking runner, and now she's going after the UNC Tar Heels. I think Virginia will hand off in the lead. Not quite, though. Hall holds her off at the last minute, but definitely a faster split for Seaman.
Michaela Page for UNC. Here comes the 800 specialist for Virginia, and Alahna Sabbakhan.
Seaman split 54-1-1. Fastest of the race so far.
And that has allowed Virginia to get right back into the equation. Sabbakhan starting to make a move on the back straightaway. Into the curve they go.
Heels and the who's.
Going toe-to-toe in this first of 3 heats. Seasholtz will bring it home for Virginia. North Carolina's Alyssa Hernandez waiting on the anchor leg as they hit the final few meters. Virginia is taking over the top spot, and now it's up to Keara Seasholtz to bring it home.
Seasholtz is a good one, but the heels aren't going to give in easy. It's going to be a competitive race all the way in. Here goes the big move by Hernandez of the Tar Heels.
Yeah, she circled way wide.
Seaman's going to come back one more time. I mean, the Virginia runner, Seasholtz, coming back.
By the way, Sabbakhan a 54.91 with her leg. Final 200 meters. North Carolina, Virginia going back and forth.
Seasholtz trying to get her on the outside. She's digging deep. Hernandez also determined. It's going to go right around the turn for Seasholtz.
Around the corner, into the straightaway, UNC Virginia in this first heat. Seasholtz and Hernandez, and it's going to be Keara Seasholtz, the anchor.
Who's over the heels?
3:41.39. Adjusted to a 3:41.37. By far their season best. 55.57 anchor leg from Keara Seasholtz.
We'll try and keep track of the 8th place time. We only had 5 teams go so far. Right now, that would be 3:47.42. Of course, that'll get quicker as we go through these heats, but it's helpful to know.
And the reason is, if you're just joining us, entering this final event, the 17th event scored, Virginia Tech with a 10-point lead on Duke. So the Hokies, in search of their 4th women's indoor title, they need to get top 8. Duke, certainly one of the favorites coming in. They are loaded. They had the conference's fastest time with a 3:34.03. So winning this event, clearly something Duke had planned coming in. Now the question becomes, can Virginia Tech settle in